What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Berserk, chapter 216, 217, possibly 218. You know how it goes. Uh, Interesting episode. Um, Last time there seems to be. I don't know if the two different planes of existence have now completely just merged. Like Marvel incursion type shit. Like two worlds have literally slammed together and collided, and now at any point you could just walk in, walk out. Could be anywhere. Who knows? um, or if more so been a doorway opened between, and you could just like walk in, walk out. Regardless, Shirka says that we're in a specific place, like in the astral, like this is a real place, and I don't know if it's now on Earth or we just now have access to it. Pretty much the same thing, regardless. Um, Casca and Farnese have been taken. The ogres also, I mean, the ogre, there was only a ogre. The ogres and the trolls also haven't been defeated. She just kind of washed them away. So even though it saved the city for the time being, they can come back in a couple days. And I think they mentioned that in the last chapter too. So hopefully they go snuff this out. But here's the thing. If they drifted and go into like this shit, this is a lot of shit we got to clear out. And who's to say it would even end? Like there's a lot of shit in there. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's go ahead and press play on that. Very cool. Mic seems to be on. Recording. Cool. Alright. Chapter 216. What we got? Now that my eyes are adjusted, this place is swarming with crazy stuff and I'm used to it. This is it. Can we talk about Guts as just... It's kind of hard to tell. Is he just straight up like maturing overnight? Like he's okay with leaving Cascas in other people's care? Or does he just know that he's not good for it, so he has no choice but to let others do it? But he seems so carefree in the way he talks that it's kind of like he's just fully embraced it. It's not like he's reluctantly letting Farnese look after her and reluctantly letting other people handle things. He's just full on board with it. And I don't know if that's something he's fully accepted or he's just more scared of like what the alternative would be. Inside here is the troll's den. I guess we gotta go in, huh? Giving me Eclipse vibes. I guess they gotta go in regardless. Looks like even more bad news. I will try calming them. I will try calling them again. Oh, Farnese is up. Where? Yeah, you guys got washed away down the lazy river. Alright, Casca is alive. Farnese, Casca, Shirka. Oh, Casca's awake. Thank goodness I finally reached you. Are you both unharmed? Yes. Evidently, we're in the world. Air is stagnant. Uh-oh. Casca's gonna start freaking out. Shit, if anything, Farnese is also gonna freak out. I feel like I'm watching an episode of, Real Monsters. Given the demographic of my viewers, you guys might not know what that is. Depending on if you were a Nickelodeon kid. I think, but Real Monsters was that shit, but it's giving me these type of vibes. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. You guys ever watched Real Monsters? But like that's what I'm... Get it to focus here. All these monsters and shit running around with the extra eyeballs, and that's the vibes I'm getting from this troll den. And like I can never tell, are these any like trapped souls, hell type thing, or are these just all just different creatures? Like it's nothing to do with like condemned souls or anything. Dang, where the hell are we? Okay, so we're here. Damn. We even know if we go in that we can get... Oh. Hold on now. There's people here. Dead people. There are people here, okay. Look at the like crustaceans. What's the Pokemon called? the fossil ones. Got like a face on the back of it. Yikes. Strong Farnese OD is suddenly disturbed. It seems she was shocked by the surrounding scene. Anyway, let us hurry. Farnese, please calm down. As long as you wear that silver shirt, no harm will come to you. Is it that effective? Like, are we talking like Lysol 99.9%? Or what are we saying here? Because it's easy to say that when maybe Shirka has worn it before or seen somebody else survive things, but like, you just gave us a shirt and I'm supposed to believe. And especially with what I'm seeing, so I don't even know if this thing really works. And I'm surrounded by this and thinking I'm gonna be okay is asking a lot. Easy for you to say. Ask a climb quickly. Oh Lord. Hey, she closed her eyes, but at least she did something with the blade. Are you alright? Yes, it was nothing. You know what would be catastrophic? If Farnese dies, with how well it seems to be going with Farnese. Building a blade for the sake of protecting someone else. Yeah, she's finding a way to fight in the darkness, literally. And it was nothing special. She didn't get like crazy harsh training against apostles, or her and Guts practicing daily one-on-one, or Shirka teaching her any crazy spells. Like, she's just doing. You know? What? Oh god. So it seems trolls are in here just running trains. Another orgy party? Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if Nina and fucking Joaquin are down here. Good gut. And so, like, have they been... I can't leave the screen on that panel. I want to scroll down and see if there's any text, but they just been, like, keeping these women alive. And what's with... I mean, it's a common theme now, but, like... The apostles I can understand to an extent because they were once human. But what's with, like, every creature being so obsessed with just, like, raping and pillaging women shit in this story? Like, it doesn't matter if it's human, if it's like a Charlotte's father, or Guts's internal demon taking over, or someone that's ascended to the level of God hand like Griffith, or Duncan, or whatever his name was from the beginning, wanting it in a little boy, or trolls. And I don't even know if, like, how whatever they have works, like the desire to do that. Do they even reproduce? I don't know. It is a very common theme we've got going here. What the? You could save these women. Please remain calm. Don't move from there. Don't attract their attention. Oh. So they're just capturing these women, raping them, which is probably killing them at the same time, or damn near close, and then just disposing of them. Okay. Seems to be a common thing. And damn, not even just the trolls, like the other creatures. See what I'm saying? Like, this is what we just said. Oh god, this is gonna be real depressing. What I just said of, like, okay, I can understand Apostles doing it and Griffith doing it when he's become a god hand, and Guts, because, you know, there's still like a human element. What the hell are these real... What the hell do these crustaceans and real elements have of, like, grope... What? I think... I forget the author's name. I think he's just horny. I think that's what it is. This is bad. She looks, like, fresh as far as, like, maybe she hasn't even been there a full day. It's going to be really dramatic because you know she's getting yanked and pulled back, or something's going to happen here. There's no way they save this nameless girl. Help. Stop. But she... Did something just burst out of her like alien? Like I'm watching the movie Aliens? I was gonna say, did one of these creatures like crawl up inside of her, got whatever they wanted to get, and now they're exiting? It almost looks like it's a human troll that tried to birth but couldn't, so just I don't know what I'm looking at, but that's gonna freak them the hell out badly. Well, that was great. Okay. Ooh, pretty decent color shot of guts here. And I'll still be waiting for the day. I wonder, and you guys, I know I ask this all the time, but I feel like I get so lost in the, ooh, shit. I get so lost in the comments of all the videos, and not just Berserk, but everything we got going. We got like 6 days a week on YouTube and 5 days a week on Patreon, and I'm ahead on this and ahead on that, and so things get lost along the way, and then everything else going on in regular life. Was there word of Berserk? Because Berserk's story is not finished, correct? But wasn't there talks of like it was going to pick back up here relatively, maybe within the next year or two? And then are there ever talks of a full-on anime adaptation? I don't think I've heard anything referring to that. The manga stuff I feel like I heard chirping around or saw trending maybe a year or so back whenever we started. I feel like a lot of people told me, oh, this is a good time to start, so I'm happy that you're starting, because it was also announced that the Berserk story is going to be picking back up, continuing. It had gone on like kind of like a stop. But I haven't heard anything about that. I feel like if it was starting back up or was anytime soon, a lot of people would have mentioned it, but I haven't heard anything. Because we're kind of closing in on 100 slash less chapters to go. Then we keep doing like we'll be like 218. Maybe by the end of next month we'll be less than 100 to go, which actually seems crazy. Oh damn! Another colored shot. This looks pretty dope. Cause some people say you know they Berserk wouldn't hit the same in here in the feels if it was colored. It's like the black and white that really shows that rawness. But even a lightly just like colored penciled like this, dang, the colors are showing up so much more vibrant in my OBS than it is on my screen. It looks so much more lightly shaded here, but looking on my computer, looking on my other monitor, like Shirka's hair is really green in the purple, but even something lightly shaded like this would be pretty cool. Alright, let's get to it. Dang, come on now. Alright, there we go. Is this how trolls are born? Impregnating other species or human? No, because they wouldn't have access to humans in the astral. I don't know, but yes, that scream is going to attract. Yeah, we're kind of fucked. No, what's wrong? They were seen by the trolls just as they tried to escape. We must hurry. We don't even know where we're going. Troll OD is concentrated off at an angle. This way. 3 to the left. It's all right. Their OD is not directed towards us. Stop. I will trick their OD. Okay, Gandalf, do what you gotta do. Now. What's going on? Manipulating OD is another facet of magic. Any practitioner can do it. That's handy. There's a lot even a thief could learn, huh? We're gonna have our sorceress and maybe a sorcerer? DBD? Imagine having the ability to do both. Maybe not having a guts skill level, but maybe like a Casca skill level fighter or a judo skill level fighter, but like close to what Shirka could do with magic ability as well. Pretty useful there. What is she gonna do with that little ass blade? You see how she's like not phased? It's so interesting of like the things that freak her out and the things that don't freak her out. Because we've seen her freak out before, and not just when like Guts is like close or anything. Um, she's just hanging out. Actually, just hanging out. Okay. Okay. I feel faint. Yeah, because what can you do? Like, I don't. Honestly, I've been fine. Not fine. But as a reader, it's never phased me. I don't even want to say that. I don't even know how I'm trying to word this. But I feel like everything that's happened to this point in the story has, I don't want to say made sense, because some of it like doesn't make sense, but the story, it goes, it flows, it feels like, okay, you know, I get kind of where that's coming from, and I understand, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And like I've felt uncomfortable, but like it's like you kind of saw it building to that uncomfortableness. What I'm trying to get to, regardless, is like I don't understand the purpose of this. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. I don't understand the purpose of this, of like having these trolls run trains on these women from a reading, like from a reader's perspective. The purpose of this, like I get it, they're trolls, like you don't have to harp on that. So kind of like Casca, like it makes, I mean not Casca, it makes me feel a little like it's pulling me out to where I'm like I'm feeling real world, like, oh god, is that necessary? As opposed to like when things were happening to Casca, or we've seen what was the guy's name, the apostle that like all of us fought at once at the very end. I always forget his name. The one that was like the war dog war, whatever the hell his name was. When his men were like going through the village of the people that helped us, and they were like taking advantage of the women, raping them, and then like chopping their heads off, and like all, and like so we there's been a lot of shit that's gone on that's been terrible, horrible. That instance, what happened with Casca, all of it, etc. But it's been bad within the realm of the story, to the point that it didn't pull my mind out of like, what the fuck am I reading, what is going on? This is making me like, what the fuck is really happening here? Like I don't know, bro. It just is what it is. I feel faint. I just want to lie low and cover. But no, stay back, don't move. Look how she's got her squished up against here. Hey, she's doing something. It's a start. Just this little bit could honestly buy them all the time they need. Like, imagine this 2 seconds of like not pushing her back, not slicing that one's fingers off. A lot could happen in that time frame. The girl's warmth on my back won't allow me to do that. Dang, she's stepping up. I may be incompetent, but she's the first thing, even weaker than me, that I've ever been entrusted with. Her unknowing, uncomprehending eyes won't permit me to be powerless. What's wild is like, she doesn't owe us anything. She doesn't owe Casca anything. Yeah, you could say, you know, the whole Mozgus thing and capturing her and being a witch and yada yada yada. But she doesn't have any good history with us. It's not like Farnese was a part of the Hawks and then circle back around in our camp and now is being, you know, deemed with taking care of her. And we haven't seen any guilt factor really of like, for what I did, I will protect you. She's just acting. It honestly feels like Guts. Honestly, but the thing like Guts came with I mean, they were in love, essentially, a romantic component to it as well, where she's just like, it would be kind of like if something happened out in the real world and you saw like a lost child. You don't owe that child anything, but there's something within you that like when like a child or an animal or something that's less than you, even though you might be the weakest of the weakest, there's some kind of human emotion just triggers you to protect. She's doing that, and we know she's a coward, a piece of shit. Um, but we'll see how it plays out. But like I was saying, you know, it will be devastating for just all of it involved if Farnese was to die. Farnese isn't going to die here, but damn. This is retribution, or maybe... Ooh, she said the thing, the title. That's a human farm tool. No? Silver shirts won't work against it. Against... Ah, that's true. Because it's supposed to protect them against anything down there. And if it's the same thing as like when Shirka put up her little barrier, yeah, it'll turn all of them into ash. But like if someone just throws a rock, like we're kind of fucked. I would really hope this is going to protect from your just average like farm plow. That would be so fucked. I give you this crazy shirt. Imagine it could protect you against like god hands, apostles, demons, trolls, ogres of the likes. But if Casca accidentally slips with a butter knife in her hand and it goes like, you're just dead. Imagine how bad that would be. I would hope it repels this. Oh god. He is him. Yeah, you already knew what that was. He is him. God, the blade looks so long there. Sorry for the wait. Whoa, who are you, Lil Wayne? Guts. Yeah, y'all don't want this smoke. Be dead grass with you. Hopefully some of these women can get saved. The problem is... Is it even worth it? It's always worth it to live. But we've seen what some traumatic things can do to a person, a la Casca here. How do you even go back to living after something like that? And we've seen where it hasn't. You haven't gone back, so who knows? We'll see. You okay? You see what I'm saying? If she... I'd give Casca a real quick one across the jaw. Like, look at the difference here. She's so relieved that, you know, she's damn near in tears. And Casca's looking like, oh shit, it's him. Her knees are shaking and shit. Surprised she didn't piss down her leg. Did her knees just give out? Yeah, they did. Okay. I couldn't tell if she like went for him or it was like a combination of both. It looked like her body just kind of gave out. It's a little too soon to relax. I'm sorry. Oh yes, where's Sir Pico? I don't see him. Oh, that man is taking a seat. He's hurt and can't move. It ain't fatal. I promise him I'd bring you back. Much villagers, we're here to rescue you. That might go bad. I don't know why, but something here gave me a moment of like, could Farnese and Guts be a thing? Not right now, clearly, but if things kind of went on for a while and there doesn't seem to be any hope of kind of restoring Casca, it's gonna come to a point of like, not that he resents her, but that natural kind of like feeling of being in love, and this is somebody that it's gonna go from like a spouse kind of like love protect to maybe more just kind of like a protecting a kid type thing, because there's no future. Like if she stays like this forever, there's no future romantically. You can feed her. I mean, she's just a pet, you know, essentially. So you never know who he could fall for after that. Who knows if he would let himself do that. We must leave this place immediately. Please come with us. Rescue? We're being rescued? Hey, they look in decent shape. Wait, children are here. Hurry. Oh, God. Okay, so how the hell are we gonna do this? There's still this many. This is more than attack the village. Incredible, still so many. Damn. And this doesn't even include the ones that we washed away. Is it? I don't know. I'll keep them busy. You guys go on ahead with the villagers. No, this is far too many. All these alone with no magic for support. For real, you're toast. Yeah, even I thought that was Shirka that said that. What the fuck is he talking about? Just leave him to me. Do you have any reason to think he can't? I get what she's saying with no magic for support, but like we can't do both. Well, we can't just do one. We can't all fight them and protect them, and we can't just run and think they're not going to attack. So we got to split this somehow. I think there's a better chance because you don't even know. At least as someone like Guts, we don't know what we're walking into. Like when we go out, like do we take a wrong left, do a wrong right? Do I end up like in a different level of the astral? Like what does this mean? Yada yada yada. Don't touch that. Do touch that. It's best to have her lead the exit strategy. And if there's one thing Guts knows how to do, I mean, it's throw hands. So we'll see. It's leaving to me. What's with him? Can't even find the words to follow such an assertion. He must know how reckless this is. Take care of Casca. I will, Farnese. The things you do are a big help. Wow. She's gonna cry. Dang, for him to say that in the moment too, it's kind of crazy. Because in this moment, I feel like he might just be saying take care of Casca just to the group. And she instantly responds with an I will. And dang, he gives her instant, yeah. I told you she was gonna cry. He said that's a bit much. No, you needn't. Let's be off now. They're all fools for him in the end. Yeah, they are. They are. But even she was enamored by some of what he was able to do. Cedro. What the hell is that? Light the fuse sticking out of the ball. Count to 3 and throw it at the enemy. It'll explode. You're the rear guard. Protect the women. But wait, I get going. No time to shoot the breeze. You may be just a kid on the battlefield, but with weapons you're a force to be reckoned with. Damn! Who is this dude? Giving out praise and shit and... Huh. It almost seems like he's about to die. Like, why are you saying all these things? I gave you the job because you're up to it. Show me it's true. Dang. That's all Isidro needed to hear. He's been doubting himself. Especially after seeing how little and small Shirka is and what she's able to do. You got it. I'll do it all cool and flawless. Goddamn grown up. Don't you get killed either. I don't like how he says that and then like it fades to black on his face. Oh god. He's about to let the demon out. And you know it's gonna end, yeah. That's actually, I like ending it right there. That's pretty good. And where are we at? 28 minutes, that was good. Those are 2 good chapters. I know we kind of got sidetracked there, but I was dead grass serious with the whole, like, this is the first time where I've, like, unimmersed myself from the story. Like, you know, I have my head in, like, what are the big things called? If you go to, like, New York and try to, like, look at all the buildings, or, like, if I'm in an NFL referee trying to, like, look at a replay, a challenge. I feel like when I'm reading these, I'm kind of like immersed, like I'm only in this bubble. This is the first time I had to like pull my head out of the tent. I'm like, okay, what the hell? Is all that shit necessary? But these moments right here coming from him of like, I knew she was gonna cry too. The things you do are a big help. I'm grateful. Because she's searching for something and she thinks she's gonna find it in him or from him. And she feels like a piece of shit, and she's never gotten that kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? She's never kind of gotten that praise and that emotional support. You know, it was always her parents just buying. She could buy whatever she wanted, but she never got like moments like this of like, you're doing great, you're a big help, I'm grateful, like the words of affirmation. And it's not like it's just coming from Isidro. If Isidro said that, she'd probably be like, "Oh, you're so sweet." But this is someone she looks up to, someone she's following blindly, and she can't. On top of all the other emotions that she's giving here, and look how Casca's looking at her. That I really truly think Farnese could fall for him romantically. I don't know if it'll be reciprocated. And then the Isidro one at the same thing. With weapons, you're a force to be reckoned with. I gave you the job because you're up to it. And that's good for him because he's been having some doubts in his mind as well of like feeling useless. Interesting, interesting, interesting. My favorite shot is of course the color to the. Even though I did like is what this looks like to me is Guts' kind of like inner demon, but like with armor. I don't know if I'm interpreting that incorrectly, but of course you guys know the color chapters are always the color pages are always the best ones. Look so vibrant on here. So it's making me think, because I brought this up a while back, maybe when it was first kind of hinted at that Griffith might be able to walk inside both realms, of if Griffith is essentially seen like a god among men, he becomes like Julius Caesar or Genghis Khan or just this crazy ruler that rules over damn near half, if not all, the continent, the entire world. But if the world is living in prosperity, there's peace, there's no sicknesses, famine, natural disasters, what have you, and nothing seeks us out. He doesn't come to try to rape Casca in front of us just because he can, and like it's okay, and he never actually sees us. I asked the question, like, could Guts ever truly rest? I'm not meaning like physically sleep, but could he ever emotionally put his mind at rest knowing that Griffith physically walks the same earth as him? And originally, my answer to that was no. No matter if he moved far away, Griffith left him alone, the world was perfect, they got their brands kind of covered with all the stuff from Shirka, like they're living a good life, and he's getting to experience that with Casca, and maybe Casca even recovers mentally. I thought to myself there'd be no way he could truly rest, but these last like 3 or 4 chapters, again, that's what, like, is it an act or does he truly believe these things? I don't know, but I have no reason to believe that he doesn't. Of building other people up, letting Farnese know that like this is greatly appreciated. Isidro, like, this is why I have you do these things, and Serpico, I appreciate you helping out, and you guys are doing great things. It's making me think like his mind is almost kind of like being put at ease. That like, hey, this like what I'm sort of like this could be a thing, and he can just go out about his life, grow old, and just kind of go from there. Now we know that's not how the story's going to go. They're not going to make it to Puck's hometown, live there, and just everybody on screen here is just going to live out in a cabin in the woods and grow old, and that's just it. But now if you ask me that question, like, could he ever truly let it go if Griffith never ran into him again? I would maybe say he could. We'll see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.